Hello! Are you ready to read? Today I want to show you all the books I got this summer. This summer I actually got a lot of books. I think it's 11 books, and that is unusual for me. I tend not to buy a lot of books because I read a lot from the library, and especially in the summer because then I'm participating in a challenge where you're supposed to read 8 books during summer. And when you have read these 8 books, you get 1 free book from the library, and I just love it. And I have participated in this challenge for 10 years now. I started when I was 7 years old. 10 years, I can say that I've done something for 10 years. That's insane. So the first book I'm going to show you is actually the prize that I got from the library when I read 8 books this summer. And that is You by Caroline Kepnes. And I showed you this last weekend, so you've seen it before and you know kind of what it's about. The second book I want to show you is actually the first book I got this summer, and that is Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. And once again, I've got it in Swedish. It's about a little girl that is born, but she dies, and then she is reborn multiple times. I think it will be kind of cool. And I absolutely love the cover. I bought this because on the last day of school, me and 2 friends decided that we should all buy 1 book each to read this summer. But I had a lot to read, so I didn't get to read this one. But I will as soon as I get time for it. Next I've got 100 Pieces of Me by Lucy Dillon. This is also the Swedish version. 100 omissliga ting. Whoa, a little bit of Swedish. I don't really know what this is about. I haven't read anything by Lucy Dillon before, but I think it's kind of a cozy read. This summer I worked as a cleaning lady at a gym, and then they had a little bit of a book swap section. So at a bookshelf you could just take whatever book you wanted and replace a book if you wanted to. So this was the first book I got from that shelf, and I got 2 other books. Surprise. I couldn't help myself. I went there every day for the whole summer almost, and I just saw these books. Then I got 2 big bad books. These 2. You may recognize them because they are very famous. It is The Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons, both in Swedish, and I just saw them on the same shelf at my job, and I just brought them home, even though they are very heavy. I mean, I haven't seen the movies either, so I don't really know what it's about. Kind of. I don't want to know anything because apparently it's a very mind-blowing read, and I really want to be mind-blown. So I'm excited for these. Then we get to a lot of English books, finally. I think all of them I've shown so far are Swedish. I apologize for that, but now we get to the English books. And the reason why they are in English is because I actually bought them in London when me and my parents went there this summer. And it is 6 books that I bought on Waterstones. And the first one is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. And as you know, I've started reading this. I haven't got much further, but I'm on it, and I find it kind of interesting so far. Then I've got Unbecoming by Jenny Downham. I don't know what this is about, but it was a recommendation in the shop, so I just picked it up. Fun fact, this summer when I cleaned this gym that I talked about, I listened to a lot of audiobooks, and then I listened to one which I thought was very good, and when I got home after finishing this book, I realized that Jenny Downham wrote the book I was listening to and really liked, and that was after I had bought this one, so now I'm really excited to read this one. I'm excited for all of the books, who am I kidding? Just have to remove a sticker. Who puts a sticker on the text? Can't get it off. Then I got Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. And this is about a girl who suffers from severe anxiety, and she doesn't leave her house. I think she is falling in love at some point in this book. I just thought it looked pretty, and I've heard about it before, so I picked it up. Then I got All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, don't know how to pronounce her name. This is a book I've heard a lot about. My best friend, she really liked it. She's picking on me all the time that I haven't read it yet. but I will as soon as I get the time. It's about a boy and a girl who are very different, I think, and they both have their difficulties, and then they start helping each other, and I think they communicate via post-it notes, but I'm not sure. I mean, it looks a lot like it. Then, An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. I've read 3 books by John Green. I've read The Fault in Our Stars, of course, Paper Towns, and Looking for Alaska. And when I saw this, I just thought, why not? I really like John Green's books, and I haven't heard a lot about this, but it is kind of pretty as well, and I mean, it's John Green. I will obviously like it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally at the end of this book haul. The last book I bought in London, which I have already read this summer because I was so excited, is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. I think I can honestly say that Morgan Matson is my absolute favorite author at the moment. Now I've read all of her books but one. I haven't read Second Chance Summer yet. I just can't find it anywhere. It's very strange. I discovered Morgan Matson last summer when I read Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, and I didn't have any expectations on that book, but I just fell in love. It was so good. And then I read Since You've Been Gone as well. Really liked that one too. And now I read The Unexpected Everything. Also great. I really love it. It's very thick. It's a lot of pages, 516 pages, but it was worth it. Really liked the characters. I've seen a lot of booktubers who have mixed feelings about the characters and think that maybe not all of them are necessary in the book, but I definitely think that they are necessary, all of them. And there's one character, Toby, which is, I think she's hilarious, and I really love her. I can relate to her. I think maybe I'm the Toby once in a while in my squad. I really like Toby. I know that other booktubers and other who has read this book does not like Toby very much and just thinks she's irritating, but I enjoy her, I like her humor, I get her. Maybe I should tell you what it's about as well. It's about a girl who is a daughter of a senator, I think. He's a politician anyway, and he gets caught up in some economical issue. Oh my god, my parents are home. And then she can't go to this summer school thing she had planned, and now she doesn't have any plans left for summer, and she ends up walking a bunch of dogs and meeting new people and a little special person called Clark. I love Clark. Well, that was all the books I got this summer, so thank you for watching this summer 2016 book haul, if you could call it that. I will probably name it that. So thank you all for watching. Bye!